everyone, it's Mrs. Kushner, and today we're going to be editing our photos using Snapseed. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the Snapseed app, and when you open it, it might have a plus sign in the middle. You can click that and say allow all photos, but because I already have another picture open, I can go on the top left to this open tab, and I'm going to say open from device. And this brings me to my camera roll. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to find one of the 3 pictures that I took on Thursday or Friday, the new pictures. And if you didn't take new pictures, you should do that. It's a separate assignment. And I'm going to go ahead and click on these leaves right here. So as I get started, the first thing I can do is go to the bottom left to looks. And you can kind of experiment with these. What these do, if you click, like I'm clicking accentuate, it's doing all these different edits and it's giving like a combination, okay? So if I push my finger down, I can see here's how it looks before and here's how it looks after I do that filter. If I like the way it looks, I can click the check mark. If I don't like the way it looks, I can press the X, but I'm gonna click the check, I like that. And now I'm gonna go to my tools, and there are so many tools that you can play with. So I want you to really get to know these tools. I could click tune image. And under the adjust on the bottom, there's brightness. I can make it a little brighter just by sliding my finger to the right. I can make it darker by sliding my finger to the left. So it lets you kind of just drag your finger to see how do you want it to look. I think I like it a little lighter. I can go back to my adjust and there's all these different things. Contrast, saturation, ambiance. And these are words that you should recognize from when we edited in the Photos app. So you can kind of experiment and see what they do. Once you get your edits how you like them, I press the check mark. I can go back and play with other tools. I would like you to do at least 5 edits. So I want you to kind of look around and experiment. Another one that I like to use a lot is the HDR Escape. And I could actually go to the left or go to the right if I want it to be more intense to the right or less intense to the left, and that just shows like the strength of the filter. And if you go to style, there's all different ones, right? There's one for nature, for people, for fine details, or strong. You know, so they're different looks. I kind of like the way that strong looks, and I can hold my finger down and see here's how it was before, and you can see it gets darker and sharper. Okay, so that's what that filter does. Again, I like the way that looks, but you can go to your adjustments again and play with the brightness or saturation. So within each of these tools, there are different things that you can experiment with. I can go back to tools, and there's all these different things that you can do. So, you know, maybe you want to play with this Glamour glow. It's kind of cool. You see how it makes like a glow, and there's different ones, right? I have different choices. And I don't need a lot of Glamour, so I can go to the left, you know. But you can see it makes it a little duller. And now that I'm looking, I don't actually like that. So I could press the X and that takes me out of the tool. So just go through, here's drama. Like, wow, that totally changed the look. I don't like that. Maybe I like it brighter. Ooh, here it's kind of grittier, right? So it's kind of up to you what kind of look that you like. And again, playing with these. Let's say I like that. I press check. And now I can go up to the top. So this is how I want you to turn in these photos. If you go to the top, there is an undo button. If I want to go back a step, I can click undo. But I'm going to go ahead and say view edits. All these edits on the bottom is everything I did. So if I want to go back a step, you know, do I like that? But I kind of like the sharper image better. But I could go back if I wanted and just keep it like that. I want you to take a screenshot because I want to see all of the edits you use to get your picture here. And remember that before I did that filter, and it looks like the filter is a combination of portrait and HDR Escape. Here's portrait and HDR Escape. That's what gave it that look, right? And then I went and tuned it and did these other things, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do my screenshot by pressing my power and my home button, take the picture. And I can click on that and say done. That's going to my camera roll. I say save to photos. And after I do that, I can go to the top left. There's a little arrow. It's kind of hidden. Click on that top left arrow. Brings me back. I'm going to say export. And I don't want to save it over my original. I want to save a copy. So I click save a copy. And now it's going through all the edits to finalize that. And what I have on my camera roll now are 2 edits, right? So you can see on the bottom, here is a screenshot of my picture with all the edits that I did. And I actually have to go back to where my original was and it's going to come up right next to it. So that is my edit right here. So I can go ahead and use my heart to like that. And I'll use my heart to put that in my favorites. And now when I go to Google Classroom to turn it in, it'll be a lot easier when I go to upload them. Instead of just going to photos, I can actually go to my albums. And this is actually cool. You actually have an album for Snapseed. These are all my edits in Snapseed, right? But you also have an album if I go to favorites over here. So these are the favorites, right? Here's the edit that I made, and here's the one with the list of all the edits. Okay? So for each edit that you do, and you're going to do 3 different images, 3 different photos. You're going to do at least 5 edits on each photo. But I want you to turn in 2 things. You're going to turn in the photo that you edited, and you're going to turn in a screenshot of the photo with the list of edits. Okay, so there should be 6 total things that you turn in, right? 3 edited pictures and 3 screenshots with the edits. All right, can't wait to see what you do.